Hello and welcome to Brief at the Missions of Badge Hunter. So today, or rather today, I'm showing off that I've added a new page on the spreadsheet where you can tell where you can input how many of one badge you have, and after inputting an amount of badges you have, like say if you have 7 close calls for some reason, it will tell you what its effect and potential FP cost it will have. So like here, if you have 7 close calls, you have roughly a 93% chance of not getting hit. Now, it obviously some of these change depending on what it is. Like, for example, FP drain. If you were to have 4 of them, you would lose 4 attack, but you would get 4 base attack, but get about 4 FP after attacking. So I decided to do this just so that when I decide to do some later stuff, I can just input the amounts of each badge I have to determine what their effects are, how much FP cost they will have, and so on and so forth. Secondly, I made the next pull for chapter 6. No one's probably going to vote on it. I do not care. I have now allowed anyone to vote up to 3 things, because clearly I need to step up my badge hunting process. You know, 2 per chapter is probably not the best when you know there's like a good amount of badges in this game. I mean, I do have a good amount, but if I were hunting more, I would have more here, obviously. So, anyways, also, if you were sad that I didn't get damage charge P, here's a clip of me getting it a day or 2 ago, so that you can't say I scammed you off for just getting damage charge instead of the partner version. Let's get on with chapter 5 then, shall we? I attempt to do chapter 5 because I don't remember every single little story beat for this. I don't think it's supposed to even go over to the ship. I'm dumb. Yeah, you find out that you kind of just start to forget about this whole story. I mean, it's not really surprising at this point, honestly, that I have got every little thing. You. He's 100% missing romance. Not romance, you silly man. Hand it over. No. Show it to me. You awful, awful man. Yep, I'm going to be stealing your treasure. You know me, I love stealing other people's treasure. Five of his ears are plugged. Danger and adventure trickle my nostrils. An amazing ship. One that will get destroyed. That's always what happens when you go to a mysterious island. It's like, let's travel to this mysterious island that exists, but we probably shouldn't go over there too. Have no navigator. Oh, rip. They steal ships, you know. It's kind of funny when they're like, Bobbery can make any ship bow down to his will, and it's like the way he touches them. Man doesn't have arms. I guess he has psychic mind powers to control ships. Anyways. Totally feel like we've seen him before. Maybe I'm losing it. He owns a lot of ships. This ship is his favorite. I don't know why. You don't exactly worry about Luigi much. No, he do not. Well, it's like I said, you know? Bombs... They have two destinies, I guess, in this game. They either blow up or become sailor. Or rather, or even man a cannon. It's still very bizarre. What do you have to say? Don't mind me of having a nearly bad idea. So I'm pretty sure I showed off at the end of one of the videos where you can clip into the ground based on the panels that you're supposed to ground pound for a star piece. The one that's on top of that roof is always funny. You can clip into the house and then just be inside it without actually, you know, opening the door. It's kind of funny that he doesn't lock the door. Never heard of him. Are you sure? But are you sure? Okay. He was sure he never heard of him. I talked to him 3 times. Are you sure you're not him? Harumph, what a poppycock. But are you sure? Man, really does suck when you have beef with the ocean. Especially when you're in a town that's like, you know, half of it's surrounded by water. Yeah. I want him back on the water. I want to see how he drives the ship, you know? Man doesn't have arms, and somehow can steer a ship to wherever we want to go. Well, maybe he should have been too busy controlling those with his mind. Yeah. Listen, if you have beef with somebody, you have to fight back and beat them up, you alright? I keep just trying to go through requests, man. Yeah, I'm just thinking, why does he have a hammer and axe on the wall? He has no hands. How would he been able to use that? Would he have taped it to his side? His head? Would he somehow use them with his feet? Or would he have used his psychic powers? Shami there runs ahead of you. Okay, so for the entirety, or not the entirety, but for the majority of this chapter, this is what I'm going to be having equipped. Well, there we go. So just my 4 normal attack badges have my partner in their strength when in danger, the millions of close calls per usual, and my sustains and my item hogs. Not really too surprising that I'm going to have all those equipped, but it's not like I have a lot of truly bad choices to use right now. Still. Yep, let's shut off. And robots and money. So, I'll answer this question just right now. On the topic, so one of the super bosses is the whack-a-mole person, whoever it is. Is Wacko. So, to activate him as a super boss, you have to make him disappear, i.e. hitting him at least 8 times with hammer, jump, or something like that. I'm not too sure if I can hit him and just leave the whack-up bump there or not. Because for these first 8 hits, I'm not allowed. If I get it for free, I'm either just going to toss it or sell it. Only when I beat him in only when I beat him in the second round of the pit is where I would allow myself to use the whack-a-bumps he drops. If, you know, if I really truly need to. Because, you know, you beat Bonetail, you get a badge, which I will allow myself to use. You do the pit the second time, you beat Wacka, and he drops a golden whack-and-bump that's just proof saying you beat him. And then the third time around, when you go down there, if you beat him again, you get a whack-a-bump. Those are the only white bombs I'm allowing myself to use. Because all the rest are really just, you know, beating up an innocent creature that really just wants to be left alone. I'm working on it. And what, that doesn't bug you? You see several dark glows rolling in, it just staying still, and you're like, yeah, whatever. Arg. They're here. Oh no. The big blue flame. Oh no. The rumors were true. We're all having a wake. Quickly move the boat. Yeah, good luck with that. Listen, if they're just ghosts, they don't have any real form, just drive through them. See, they don't totally have any physical form that could, you know, maybe damage the boat. The boat would have been destroyed already. There we go. That was a lot of pieces of wood it was destroying from every hit, so... You know, they were flung into water, and they are made out of paper. Wouldn't they just be very soggy at this point? Just ignore him. Just ignore him, run away. Yes, I could have talked to him, but why would I have done that, you know? Captain. And see, what are you talking about? You have a fresh stock of items back there that you could pay with your money. You have Flavio. What, you don't have 2,000 coins on you because you have nowhere to even use them? Fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants, fancy pants. Grand satisfaction. You meet hammers at dawn. Only one of you have hands. Goes to back. Take care of the ghost. Alright. I can do that. I could do that. There you go. So it's probably not a good idea to have Lucky start on with danger strats. Well, you know, I remember when I started this saying that I was going to be doing danger strats, and then lo and behold, I'm doing danger strats. Yeah, sure, whatever. Huh? If the game is nice to me, they would give me FP drain right now. But if the game is not nice to me, they're either going to give me nothing or a last stand. Or a dredger. Because I think it was both fuzzies can drop. Actually no, it's only the peak ones that can drop FB drain. The green ones can drop HP drain. So I guess in the long run of this whole thing, I'm going to have to just defeat those pink ones. You know, I can tell you for a fact, I've really never used HP or FE drain. I suppose we could be fun using them with danger strats, or most specifically using them with power rush danger strats. I don't have something for them. Oh yes I do, never mind. I really need to save that. You think too, if they were plants, it would just crumble underneath fire. It's like there's so many things I want to do with badges in this game. I saw that, or potentially I saw it, but I really didn't care for it, so I'm complaining about Pity Flower. Where if you get hit, you have like a 40% chance per one equipped to get FP back. There's a high chance I'm going to get a good amount of last stands for danger strats, and if that happens, I want to see if it works with a Pity Flower. If I can nullify the damage to Mario to like as close to 0 as possible, what will happen? You know? Will it still give me FP? Or does Mario actually need to take damage? Also, next on the what I need from this area, these piranhas can drop FP plus, which is one of the 3 badges I need to get. Which I'm very fine with getting this year. There would be many other opportunities for me to get FP plus from other drops. So and besides, having just one or more will essentially just be a if I don't want to level anything into FP again. And now I need to put Mario back in danger. Blast it all. Bobbery's Lodges. A wave there. Man, for a bomb he can really take fire damage. I guess it's not like the rest of them. He's been too close to the sea that he's not affected by fire anymore. Fourth wall. This guy lost it or what? He has. He obviously has no idea what he's talking about. Hello, Ice Power. I would love to use you, but I can't. Legend, the sea meets its end. Yes. Darn. I was like, you know what would be really nice to have right now? An ice storm. You know, I did this for no reason, because now I need to swap to Goombala. Because I realized that I didn't get them as a tattle. Oh, whatever. Not like it's gonna hurt me. See, I'm really starting to feel the effects of not having quick chains. Because normally you would have quick chains at this point and be having it on permanently because of how great it is. But for me, I'm not allowed to do that. I just had to go. Where? So, since I like to just talk over the story, when I was making the page on the spreadsheets for the badge effects, a lot of the attack badges, you kind of see and feel what their cost effectiveness is. So I know in this game that you can have, I think, 200 HP and 200 FP. I think, if I remember correctly. No. So if you got up to 200 FP, it wouldn't really matter about cost effectiveness. But since it was every attacking badge or any badge that had an FP cost, they always I guess doubled their FP cost with every single one you have equipped. So I would do it as an example. Let's just use charge. When you have charge equipped, you use 1 FP to make your next attack do +2 damage. Of course it stacks, but that's beside this point. But so that cost effectiveness is 2 damage for 1 FP. If you have 2 charges on, it will double its effects, but also double its FP cost. So at that point, it would be oh wait, not really double its effects. It would instead of, well, the second badge would double its effects, but in reality, just for every single charge badge you have, you get another +2 of its effects. So if you have 3 on, you get +6 attack when you charge. But if you had, like I said, 3 on, it would cost I think 4 FP. And when you have 4 on, it would be 8 attack for 8 FP. So the cost effectiveness for a charge would just having 2 on. Now, if you think of why I'm talking about this, is because I was thinking about going back to get charge. Well, I'm going to have to get charge, but if I decide to get multiple, 2 would be the most optimal amount of charges to have. But obviously, you know, sometimes you want to either charge all you need to for 1 turn and then just annihilate the enemy that you're fighting in the next. But it's really interesting seeing how when a badge's effect essentially is worse when the FP cost is way too much. Like, you know, there's some badges like, you know, just power jump and power smash, where with every one you equip, you just get more damage added. For a higher FP cost. And some of them have some other effects, like, you know, tornado jump. Tornado jump does a unaffected base damage of both its tornado and the jump, based on the level of boot you have. And I think just 2-ish damage at the start for the tornado. But with every one you have equipped, it would increase both the jump it would increase the jump's attack by 1 and the tornado's damage by 2. Obviously, it's a badge that may or may not have its value depending on the person, but at a certain time, you can start seeing when the badge definitely does have the best effectiveness over its cost and whatnot. I get to sit here and realize that maybe I can make this into 2 episodes. First part of chapter 5, second part of chapter 5, and then badge hunt. But you know, why would I do that? That's not a me thing to do. I'd rather just get everything out of the way right away. I really wonder how many people are getting pissed off that I'm not collecting these badges or items in general. You kind of just see me walking by it and it's like, yeah, it's whatever, I don't need it. Glurp, gulp, slurp. I have nothing left in this world now. Wow, not even the home you have, huh? I don't know what you can do to wake him up. Well, you can't wake up with wind. Just... there we go. He's not quite with it yet. Yeah, you have adventures in the afterlife? Yeah, you know? I've mastered them. Using Bobbery as a maid would be kind of funny to do, but due to how these games are, wait. I think that's a star piece. It's probably not time for me to say that, but anyways, I mean, and then again, the main part I would most have a highest chance of using is Miss Mouse, so like I've done before in my main playthrough, Miss Mouse is my main partner I was using. It's just nice to have a partner that has defense piercing. And also kind of just not affected by spike enemies. Sick, 3 FP. I'm gonna try for it. I need to try to first strike an enemy with Bobbery, alright? Also, I very much know I don't need to power jump these guys in danger, but it's more fun. I'm never really going to be hurting for FP. Well, until you know I am, but that's the reason why you have Happy Flower on. Right, there is. Got him. Comes running in. He's going to explode on you. Yeah, I was like, why duplicate yourself, huh? Not interested in duplicate enemies. My stomach has been most upset. But no more yelling. You talk Grotto too much. Such insolence. Good. I growl you like English like a beast. Is this how rich people talk? Like this idiot? I wouldn't be surprised, but you know. Normal duty of protecting the camp from invasion. Yes, you have a point. Take him. This is something I'm not really to check out right now, but when I do the hunt for FP Train and FP Plus, it seems I'm not too sure where the loading zones are for the enemies to respawn. It doesn't seem like going back to the quote-unquote base respawns both screens of enemies. But if it works how I want it to, it would just require you to go into one and go into the other and repeat. That would be really nice, but it's probably not that. The dead end, turning Flavio with the dead endness. Give me a rock. Yes, I want you rock. Don't make me docu-pay. Oh no. Wow, what a convenient place to throw a bomb into. And now my pay has been docked. Big rip. My skull gem. What were you thinking? Now Flavio must leave. I must leave, so I don't have to help you in this creepy little cave. Ooh. No, don't land at the spring. Don't land now. Yeah, I just saw it. It's going to be extremely sad if any of these flyers drop a badge over the water. Because once it goes in there, it's lost. It's a flame spirit. Apparently it's vulnerable to explosions and ice attacks. Why is something on fire vulnerable to exploding? Oh well. Not my way of... whatever. Oh well. Please, game. I would love it. I would very much love it if you could just give me a fire drive. I have thought of something else to add to the spreadsheet. But should I is something I'm not too sure of. Was it? There they are. Wrong one, but still. Okay, next thing, in case you want to know. These cannons, they're the ones that drop money. So, Crash Fingers, that money drops. I know I am. That's so nice for you to shoot upwards. Do. I shouldn't have gone for that. That's a good amount. Explode. Never mind. A good amount, then, you know, Mario kind of just like, I'm not getting hit by that second one. The game's trying to do everything in its power to get me from not being in dangerous rats. And so I will show it otherwise. I don't want this fog. Alright, game. I see how it is. Parabole. Jump, jump, jump to jump. Turn back. Go no further or you never leave. It's fine. I wasn't planning on leaving anyways. Boom. You know, these things have damage dodge. It would suck if they were holding one, because I don't think you'd be able to see if they're holding a damage dodge or not. Oh no, everybody's. Be a shame if none of them drop one of the badges I would love to drop. But then again, since you know I'm wanting it to happen, it's not going to. Get some. Ooh. And not one of the badges I was wanting, but I will take it. He's going for the freeze. Even with the 2 item hunts, I was not expecting that ice smash. That was something I will really, in fact, take. Should be fine with it, just, yeah. Just slowly thinking is like, you know, if I got Ice Smash, I'm allowed to get Fire Drive, right? Why not give me both elemental hammers right now, you know? Just both of them. One so that Mario can finally have a good AoE attack move. And the other just in case if I want to freeze something. I would take that maple syrup. I was hoping that would just go underneath them. That's on me. I need to tattle one of them. Flies past you and just boom, hits the wall. No money. Fright mask. I was wanting to see if any of them had damage odds, but they don't. I really don't care about having them drop it either. Oh man, look at that mysterious badge right there. Talk about a raw deal. A twisted little guy. Whoop-de-doo, you got the key. Ahem. Wee-hee. Fools. And now you're silver. I'm so evil. Ethan fell off a wait, what was this? Be cursed. Now you're cursed. Oh good. Suffer. You become a boat. See how why these boat panels. Feel the pain, press Y, become paper boat. You float on water, people will laugh at you. You'll be spit upon. when you want to unboat yourself. Good phrase. Yeah, I get it. Jaded cursed boat guy. Maybe. Oh no! A giant pink bomb came out of nowhere. I actually don't remember this happening. It's huge. Meant to do that. I also meant to do that one, yep. I'm not quite sure what will be the best way to hunt the bullet bills or the blaster bills. Bullet blasters. Whatever. I might have to go to the one that's close to where the dark chest was and do it over there. Hunt those two. Assuming if I can run away and go around them, if that's possible. You see, this is what happens when I just start talking out of nowhere. I'm just like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and skip right past the thing I was supposed to do. I was about to go all the way back up, become a boat, and be like, why is the gate not open? The ghost might be nearby. And they must be. I'm always prepared to fight ghosts. Singular. No. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, I shouldn't go to the end just yet. Because of, if I go to the end, I won't be able to hunt. So I'll save there for now. It's like, if I remember correctly, if I go to the end of this, I won't be able to backtrack until I beat Cortez. Or I might be able to. No, I should be able to. I would just have to do this all again. Come on, game. I dodged worse than this. Come on. Nope. Okay, never mind what I was thinking. For some odd reason, I was thinking, like, hey, I won't be able to go back if I do this. Who am I? I can't breathe. Is that a boat? They're going to spit on me, just like the box said. That was pointless. I was about to stop over there at that other save. Because I just like, I don't remember. This one is stuck if I fail one more jump. You know, a way to prevent this? By using an HP recovery item. But why would I do that, you know? They are a lot more confident than me. A lot more confident. See? Reason why you'd be a lot more confident than me, because I know I want to just like, no jump. Aren't you Mario? I'm not. You know what? I have a better idea. In case of you want to know what that better idea was, I wanted to go and check to make sure that I was able to go back, because for some reason in my mind I was like, once I get to this point, it's impossible. So you take him. But can I go back now? Yep. I had to make sure after every single thing, it's like, hey, can I go back? I mean, of course I would be able to, but still. So, well, with that all said and done, I will actually heal for once instead of just skipping it. We will end there. Next time when I come back, or next time whenever I decide to, I will be hunting for my 3 badges. The FP Plus, the FP Drain, and Money. The other 2 are fine, alright? This is just Money is going to kill me. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day.